allergy. Read Chenrezig Sadhana on page 1.
Chu Sheng In Jiao Da De Men Zhe Yin Yam Du Da Wa Lan Lu Ji Gong Ne Gong De Pe Wa Xin Ji Lu Da Su Nian Mong Hin Jie Ye Nan Le San Gong Tu Ji 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 Su Zi Ji Le Da Ni Mu Ma Re Shan Ne Jiang Yi Xin Han Wa Jie Ba Sen Jie Lu Su Wa De Su Ga Ju Jin Jin An Ju Zhi Ba Dang Ce Dang Zhi Ba Ta Ru Sen Ba Ce Jie San Jie Du Ba Sen Jie.
Page 1. Namo Guru. In the Dharma sphere, pure like unelaborate space, the Western field delightful, Dharmakaya Amitabha, I supplicate you. Bless me to realize the view, emptiness. In the victor's field, dense with massed clouds of compassion, the Eastern Supreme Sacred Site, Potala, compassionate Bodhisattva, I supplicate you. Bless me to develop love and compassion. In the sphere emanated through pure aspiration, the glorious mountains filled lotus light, precious one of Fujian, I supplicate you. Bless me to consummate the two purposes. In the naturally pure Kechara realm, in the palace where 100,000 skyfarers have gathered, Soul Mother Tsogyal, at your feet I supplicate. Bless me with ceaseless bliss emptiness. In the supreme sacred site where 100,000 skyfarers have gathered, the secluded place, Dhamma Will Dechenling, Ratna Lingpa, at your feet I supplicate. Bless me to consummate experience and realization. In the place blessed by the great compassionate one, the palace of past aspirations, karmic fortune, Guru Lodro, the one cared for by Nirmanakaya, I supplicate you, please grant your blessings. In the field emanated to tame through compassion whosoever needs it, in the palace of liberating beings through emptiness and compassion, kind root and lineage gurus, I supplicate you, bless me to consummate the two objectives. In the sky staircase treasure site of Lodrak, true Dharma that is Guya Samaja, profound path that brings about the Vajrabadi in one life, I supplicate you, bless me to consummate accomplishments. In the supreme sacred site where cities have gathered like clouds, the body mandala of the fully complete four empowerments, Goya Samaja's peaceful and wrathful divine assemblies, I supplicate you, bless that the three kayas be spontaneously present. In the palace of illusory bliss emptiness, the mandala where the four activities are accomplished, skyfarers and hosts of mothers, I supplicate you, bless me to gain mastery over appearances. Among the objects that have destructive activities dynamism, in the palace where unimpeded activities are present, oath-bound command guards, I supplicate you, bless that outer and inner obstacles be pacified. In the victor's field of pure karmic fortune arisen from aspirations, supreme persons who act for the twofold purpose of self and others, spiritual siblings and friends, I supplicate you, bless me to seize the royal seat of accomplishment. You compassionate, loving sources of refuge, having gathered here and now like massed clouds of compassion, please let fall your rain of blessings on us, the children who supplicate you. At this nadir of the teachings, when the five dregs are rampant, sentient ones are tormented by karma and afflictions. Great affectionate ones who have aroused compassion's glory, please guide me and others to the sacred place of release. Having let go of this life, I dwell in isolated mountain regions, never parting from disenchantment and determination. Thus, blessed qualities, experience, and realization develop ever further like the waxing moon. Having dispelled, through the light rays of your compassion, the karma, kleshas, and ignorance of myself and others, the afflicted objects of your mercy, loving guardians, bless us with unfolding wisdom appearances. We supplicate you, kind command lineage holders, bless that your followers, we, sadakas of enlightenment, take lifespan and accomplishment to their limit and attain the Buddha state in one life.
제조 배동에 대대 자와슴제라조나 자내곤조 탐제사 밤에 졸제로와나 고성구배대계주.
Upon a lotus flower, sun and moon at one's crown, one should imagine the three roots, divine assemblies, and every jewel that is a source of refuge. With respectful three doors, wayfaring beings, with one's parents acting as their leaders, should utter these words. Namo all sentient wayfarers and myself, with respectful three doors take refuge in the Guru, Idam, and three jewels, with the victor's oceanic hosts. Namo all sentient wayfarers and myself, with respectful three doors take refuge in the Guru, Idam, and three jewels, with the victor's oceanic host. Homage to the deity, innate awareness. I offer unhalting innate clarity and disclose and let go of the four limits downfalls. In the three times sameness, I rejoice. I exhort you to empty samsara from its depth and to remain in primordial purity's naked transparency. I dedicate everything to realize innate awareness. May the fully complete three kayas be attained. Homage to the deity, innate awareness. I offer unhalting innate clarity and disclose and let go of the four limits downfalls. In the three times sameness, I rejoice. I exhort you to empty samsara from its depth and to remain in primordial purity's naked transparency. I dedicate everything to realize innate awareness. May the fully complete three kayas be attained. Alas, for me to release all transient ones by emptying samsara into the great compassion that one's mandala. I'll rouse mind the four immeasurables. Alas, for me to release all transient ones by emptying samsara into the great compassion that one's mandala. I'll rouse mind the four immeasurable.
nim chubu ten chen kun je de Drubchen chen de nge zhe da la ten ten de chen ye chu be ji ten ye yong su ju ba le ran ye san wan du be gu mar bu ten je san ye ba sa ye ben chen to gan zi sa yong zi wen be do na le jian dang da zheng jin zu ba me jin yun qiu sang wa ye xie ma sa ye e ba yong de zi song jiao ya jian gu nan qiu jie we jian chen ben chen zi xiang nie ya jie ge lan zhi ni me song jiao da de gong to ge de wei jian ke de shi ye ma bu yi zi ji yin zhou ta lan ku wa sang de le wen zhe ran jin zi yi xie sen ba jian zhong jun.
Middle of 12. From the state of emptiness without reference point is a sphere of 5 colored lights in the center of a palace. Therein, on a seat of lotus, sun and moon, is innate awareness, a red Shri syllable. Radiating outward, its light has made pleasing offerings to the victors and has refined away all sentient ones' wrongs and obscurations. As it is gathered back, accomplishments merge into me. I imagine samsara has been emptied from its depths. Through the transformation of the Shri, I become the form of Guya Samaja, red with 1 face and 2 arms. The right hand holds a lotus garland at the heart. The left bears a life vase with a lotus stalk. I am adorned with unfathomable messed ornaments, precious jewels, lotus garlands, bone ornaments, and silk tassels. Supreme Mother Guya Jnana holds in her right hand an utpala, and in her left a nectar vase. At one with the Father, she embraces his neck. With the 6 ornaments and lotus garlands, she is naked and beautiful. Her 2 legs clasp the Father's waist. Thus should one cultivate pristine, non-dual unity. I imagine a radiant red Shri syllable on a moon disk at my heart, with the 6 syllables revolving round its edge. Light radiates therefrom, inviting the intrinsic wisdom beings who merge into me. I imagine that, from the blessings of body, speech, and mind, the 5 wisdoms' empowerment has been conferred. From the life force, the letter Shri at my heart, light rays have streamed forth, offering to the victors and refining away all sentient ones' wrongs and obscurations. Thus, all have transformed into the great compassionate one. As the light rays have gathered back, the quintessence, blessings, and cities of body, speech, and mind merge into me. I imagine the 6 syllables arranged anti-clockwise around the life force, the heart letter Shri, which is concentration.
Okay, now is the time where we will begin another question and answer session. And Khenpo Tenzin has kindly agreed to answer the questions that were submitted. But before we begin the question and answer, Eric, our translator, has a clarification he'd like to make from this morning.
Yes, so an important clarification. Garchen Rinpoche bestowed a long life prayer for Drupon Tsering Rinpoche this morning. And this prayer is a special prayer that comes from great bodhisattvas, and it has magnificent blessings which are multiplied through its blessing of having been used for many generations. And so this is the long life prayer that Garchen Rinpoche gave Drupon Tsering. Here's the translation. May the Lama's life, the teachings' glory, hold firm. May the holders of the teachings pervade the earth. May the might and wealth of Dharma patrons increase. May the teachings ever remain auspiciously. And this was done at the request of many of Drupon Tsering's students. And again, Garchen Rinpoche said this morning that the best way to increase the lifespan of the teacher is to practice bodhicitta and have harmony in the Sangha. So, dine ngarang lamna?
Actually, Khenpo has a list of the questions. So, Eric, if you can just read the question in English.
Mm-hmm. So, the 9th question is, clarify the meaning of the Hong syllable. Why is it on the moon disk?
Okay, the Dharma siblings, thank you so much for listening. These answers. I know the answers are very, weak, unclear, but the questions are profound. Then this morning, His Eminence Garchen Rinpoche bestows profound path instructions, and then because of his blessings, and then and your faith, your devotion, I think you will understand whether my answers are clear or not. And then the last night, Drupon answered very details each and every your questions. So today, I a little bit, I try my best. Then before I start these question answers, do you like to listen a brief story of Chenrezig? Okay. Then perhaps you already know. If you already know, then you can recite mantra, and don't focus towards me. To focus towards Chenrezig. Actually, Shakyamuni Buddha and Sharuputara and Mongolputara, Mongalayana Putara, they will be together. And then usually, sometimes Buddha doesn't speak and not laugh so much. But one time they were being together, Buddha laughed. Buddha said, ha, 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 ha. And then Sharuputara and Mongalayana Putara, little bit surprised. Why? What happened? Something like that. They asked Buddha, and then Buddha says, oh, Chenrezig, Avalokiteshvara will come in this world. And then Avalokiteshvara benefit all sentient beings. And then they asked how. And then Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha radiates 5 colors of light from his heart chakra to the Sukhavati Pure Land. And those lights touched Amitabha Buddha's heart. And then from Amitabha Buddha's heart, or heart chakra, radiates this light. In front of him, there is a milk lake, L-A-K-E, milk lake. In this milk lake then radiates some white flower. From this white flower, and then Avalokiteshvara miraculously radiates. And then at that time, Amitabha Buddha first, he taught Guhya Samaja teaching to the Avalokiteshvara. So Avalokiteshvara or Chenrezig understood this meaning, and Chenrezig gained profound realization. And then Chenrezig directly taught Guru Rinpoche. Then Guru Rinpoche taught his students. His student, the Kunchombang, and then the Kunchombang and Guru Rinpoche has actually 25 students, right? He is one of them. Kunchon Jung, the Kunchon Nyung Ne. So Kunchon Nyung Ne, then he hiding in the place of the sky staircase, the treasure set of the Lodra. He heading this teaching after he practiced. He heading there. And then he mentioned that in the future, then my manifestation or my reincarnation will come, and then he found he will be the treasure founder, so he found it back, and then he helped to flourish everywhere this teaching, Guhya Samaja, this teaching. So that's where then after who came is Rana Lemba. Rana Lemba came, and then from Rana Lemba started to search this teaching, and then Dharma protector, Dharma outbounder, he also helped Rana Lemba. From Rana Lemba's house directly radiates the white light to the sky staircase treasure set of Lodra. And then Rana Lemba found there. And then Rana Lemba started to flourish publicly. So when actually the Amitabha started to teach this teaching to the Chenrezig, at that time many Dakinis wrote all of these teachings through the gold. So then through this way, this teaching flourished everywhere. So right now we are very fortunate to have this great opportunity to practice. So this teaching is actually come from through this way. I briefly, if we talk more, then there are long stories. Anyhow, then I try to answer to your question. So you read question, first question, right? Okay. So the Hong syllable, why is it on the moon disk? The Hong is actually represent of wisdom. Moon disk is represent of compassion. So compassion and wisdom are inseparable. So that's where they are, the moon, the Hong syllable is on the moon disk. And then the meaning of a Hong syllable, actually Hong syllable, you know what is the Hong, but we are going to understand experientially. That is very, very important. Then these practices, recitations, meditations benefit in our life. So first, we can utilize the Hong syllable as a Nirmanakaya. That is, we have a small, like a pictures, or in the Thangka, or somewhere we curve on the wood, or anywhere. That is Nirmanakaya's form of Hong syllable. When we see this syllable Hong, we think, oh, there is a Hong. It's good, but best thing is we try to cultivate compassion and bodhicitta, because we are means our mind follows Hong, and then we try to become Nirmanakaya. So what is Nirmanakaya? Nirmanakaya means compassion and bodhicitta. Then second, Hong syllable is Sambhogakaya. Then how to practice this is when you see or remember syllable Hong, you try to see syllable Hong as a rainbow or moon's reflection in the water. That means emptiness of appearances. Sambhogakaya means emptiness of appearances. Appearance. That means we can see through our flash eyes, or we can consider, but in the reality, this Hong is not exist, like stones or trees or something like that. It's Sambhogakaya means like a rainbow. So rainbow is the best example, the Sambhogakaya. So we see syllable Hong and we try to recognize this Hong is like a moon's reflection in the water, or rainbow that appears there. We cannot touch, we cannot keep it, we cannot catch. And then third syllable Hong is Dharmakaya. So that is extremely important. So when we remember Hong, and when we utilize Hong for our practice, then the genuine Hong is not a syllable. Genuine Hong is, we say Hong, and right after the cease the thought, we say Hong. And then it's like a malabis. If this is a Hong, we just say Hong, and then there is empty. Next is empty. Next thought not yet come, but we already say Hong, and between there, this space, this innate, this true nature is the Dharmakaya forms of Hong. So that's where we should think Hong, and all the thousands of thoughts cease. That means disappear. That means dissolve into the Hong. So that is the we call Mahamudara. That is what we call Zopa Chimbo. That is what we call Madhyamaka's view, or profound view. So that is very important to practice in our daily life. And then Hong is actually, we say Guru's mind and your mind are same. What is the proof? Syllable Hong. Syllable Hong. Otherwise we cannot find, or the Guru's and my mind are same, and then that means something will lose. But we have Hong, that means Guru's mind is Hong, our mind is Hong. So that's the Hong is represent three kayas. Okay.
And then now question number 10 is, when meditating on Hong or Shri, there still feels like a sense of I, and discursive thoughts can still be there. Is it more about having glimpses or moments with Hong, and without concepts of I and building up glimpses? It feels very brief. Please explain more about Rinpoche's instruction on meditation.
Yes, Rinpoche frequently emphasized that. Actually, Rinpoche quote or Rinpoche mentioned one kind of two sentences from Manjushire Namasangiti. So your mind becomes enlightened momentarily. That means when you think Hong, and then your mind becomes enlightenment. Hong. And yesterday Rinpoche mentioned the key point. That's we must keep in our heart. That Rinpoche says, if you think Hong, then there is no room for other guests of our thoughts. That's very true. For example, I'm staying here, right? And then the second person comes here, that person can sit on my lap, on my shoulders, but cannot sit in the same place. So that is the example. So when we think Hong, and then there's no room for other thoughts. That's we can understand experientially. If we thinking here, actually Dharma practice means not always thinking too much outside, always try to think inside, So that's number one. Number two is very good. You understand that. In the second sentence of Manjushire Namasangiti, it says, first is momentarily your mind becomes enlightened, but momentarily it returns. So that exactly happened. You use this, the glimpses, yeah? So still we have I or self. That means we are going to meditate with syllable Hong. And then we meditate again and again, and then first in 5 minutes, for 5 minutes we meditate with syllable Hong. 4 times I comes 4 times. Only 1 time we can meditate. For 1 moment we can meditate. 1 minute we can meditate with Hong. But then continually you meditate, and then you can meditate with the Hong for 2 minutes, but 3 minutes is with the I. And then 4 minutes with Hong, 2 minutes with I. And then 4 minutes with Hong, 1 minute with I. And eventually 5 minutes with Hong, I with 0. There is no I. So that's what exactly Garchen Rinpoche he experienced. Nowadays his teachings are really Buddha's speech. Directly. I think sometimes he has no freedom to stop to share these profound teachings. That means his body, speech, and mind, everything dissolve into the enlightenment. So that's why we are very fortunate students. So we must keep, it's really his pet instructions. So the question is really wonderful. Thank you.
And question 11 is, in this and other sadhanas, when there is self and front visualization, the front is regarded as the main. Since ultimately they are both mind, what is the difference between the two on the relative level? Why is the front more important than the self? Hapos?
Yes. The first, for example, right now it's quite too much, but in generally, we are ordinary sentient beings. So, while we are ordinary thinking beings, and then we try to become pretty good, increase a little bit of higher level. But I give you the example. I think that makes sense more. Okay. So there is a bell and there is a vajra. If this vajra is completely gold, so this is an example of a front visualization. This bell is half is gold, but half is just ordinary material thing. So this is an example of the self-visualization or samaya being. So first they are separately existing. They are existing separately, and the gold is, of course, gold is gold. It's the main thing, because this is a little bit lower quality, because it's half is gold, half is not gold. That's why this is lower. So that's where front visualization is actually a wisdom being, and already it has some kind of lots of good qualities. That's where that is main and the principal thing. And then slowly these two things make a union for what? There's a half of this bell is gold. That's where this gold try to dissolve with this complete gold. And then they dissolve and they become same. And then exactly the ordinary material just come out from the gold. It cannot become gold, because inherently that is not gold. So that's where our temporary thought, conception, they are actually we call samsara. Samsara means our ordinary thoughts. But our wisdom and front visualization is also our wisdom. They are inseparable. So the innate or true nature of our thoughts. Right now, our thoughts and our true nature of thoughts are mixed. Exactly, I gave you the example, like half gold, half material, ordinary thing. Similarly, half is thought, half is the innate of thought. So that's where then these two true nature mixed. Mixed means realized, understood. And then the temporary obscuration cannot obscure the true innate nature, because true innate nature becomes bigger, more pure and clear. So that's why in temporarily we doing lots of things, because suddenly we cannot recognize, oh, my innate mind, the essence of my thought is Buddha. So suddenly we cannot recognize it. That's where first we make a little bit better and bring good one here, and then more make better, and then eventually make a union, dissolve each other's, and then that's where this front visualization and self-visualization come through this way. Okay.
So then question number 12 is, as I come to recognize that the yidam is inseparable from enlightened mind nature, I notice my inner devotion is not yet strong as I wish it to be. Could this become an obstacle on the path? What method can help me develop stronger devotion and more heartfelt connection with the yidam?
There are many methods, and one method is you should understand the value or qualities of yidams. And then from your side, try to develop your devotion. but suddenly you cannot develop your devotion. So what is the source of your devotion? Faith or belief. So you don't know so much about the background of Yidam deities. You cannot understand complete the Yidam deities' qualities, but still you are going to believe in Yidams through the profound teachings of your Guru. And then how to believe in Yidam deity is you try to understand that Yidam deity possess some powers. If you have some enemy, what is your enemy? This morning Garchen Rinpoche mentioned, your enemy is your angry emotion. So you try to fight with your angry emotion. Did everybody? Yes, everybody try to be patient, but cannot. That means you try to fight, it's good, but you lose. So that's where nobody are happy with the angry emotion, right? If I say, please be angry this tomorrow morning to evening, I will pay for you $1,000. Nobody can do it. So why? Because your mind naturally don't like angry emotion. So you try to be patient, but you don't know how to practice patience well, and then you becomes like a rice cooker, pressure cooker. Pressure cooker, inside they are full of airs. There are only single way to come out the air or breath or air. Similarly, you try to be patient, but angry is inside. So still you try to be patient, but angry emotion is inside. So that's where it is so difficult. So difficult. What should you do is, as I mentioned, you are going to understand the quality of Yidam deities. How? Quality means, number one, Yidam deity has power to conquer or chow your angry emotion. You yourself biting how many times, squeezing or whatever you do, punch, or your angry emotion still stays here. But you believe that Yidam deity has a special power to cut your angry emotion, for example. That's where you follow. This is number one. And another one is, this is actually an important one. That is, Yidam deity appears from where? Yidam deity appears from mirror-like wisdom. Mirror-like wisdom. Mirror-like wisdom, wisdom means actually kind of a light. So from wisdom, mirror-like wisdom, radiate light. The top of this light, then Yidam deity appears. Do you agree with me? If you don't agree with me, you read the Gundazambo prayer. It says exactly, from your wisdom, Yidam deities radiate from your wisdom light. So that's where mirror-like wisdom is what? Mirror-like wisdom is essence of your angry emotion. So the mirror-like wisdom is essence of your angry emotion. So if you utilize the essence of angry emotion, then you can eliminate your angry emotion. The how to watch is, when angry emotion arises from your mind, first you are going to acknowledge, oh, this is angry emotion. Suddenly don't focus somebody's faults. His mistakes, her mistakes, their mistakes. That means these thinkings are supporting to your angry emotion. So that's why I say don't focus so much outside. So focusing inside means when your angry emotion comes up, suddenly watch your angry emotion. It's difficult, but just watch for a little while. You watch your angry emotion, and angry emotion cannot stand up there. If this stand up maybe 5 minutes, this lifespan, angry emotions lifespan is very short. So when angry emotion comes up, and then you just watch. Don't explain. Just watch. The our problem is we cannot just watch it. Example is we cannot stay like without work or without doing something. So that means we cannot meditate well. So if we just focus angry emotion, and angry emotions start to lose. Angry emotion cannot stay longer there, and then slowly angry emotion helps you. Indirectly it helps you, that because your attention will becomes very sharp and very clear if you focus angry emotion. If I ask you just focus here 5 minutes, or I say you focus your angry emotion for 5 minutes, that you can clearly focus your angry emotion. And then angry emotions start to dissolve into your attention or mindfulness. And then the essence of this angry emotion is mirror like wisdom, and your mindfulness is also wisdom. That's where they dissolve each other's. And then your mind is very clear. Your mind is very clear, and you are very relaxed, very peaceful. So then whenever you are going to see Yidam deities, just appear there. Especially in Garchen Rinpoche says, the 1,000 arms of Chenrezig. When you think 1,000 arms of Chenrezig, your mind becomes 1,000 arms of Chenrezig. When you think Tara, your mind becomes Tara. So that's when Rinpoche gives us like these pattern instructions, we don't just think, oh, maybe something like that. I see. Don't like this way we follow him. Exactly. At the momentarily, when he was teaching, at the same time we are going to do it. Oh, Rinpoche teaches today, I'm going to practice tomorrow. Rinpoche teaches maybe today I'm going to practice it for next month or next year. That means we are the master of laziness. So when he was teaching, at the same time, do it. So that's why then whenever we are going to see Yidam deities, totally agree to that's what Rinpoche says. Sometimes you can feel like this, okay?
So then question 13 is, what is the significance of Mount Potala that is mentioned in the sadhana?
Potala is the this Avalokiteshvaraya's pure land. That translated into Tibetan is river Tenzin. So of course he right now we are practicing him. So then his pure land is very important. Usually, you know, the Yidam deities, the behind of them, there are two circles. Large circle is a represent of their pure land. Small circle there is look like a sun disk. That is a represent of their profound realizations. Okay.
So then the 14th question is how to live a worldly life if I am only motivated to listen, reflect, and meditate.
Worldly, worldly life means actually worldly. We are going to reject worldly thinking. The lifestyle, somebody's lifestyle is a monastic's lifestyle. Somebody's lifestyle is like this ordinary lifestyle. So that's where everybody has different lifestyles, life careers. Certainly, you don't want to give them up. You can keep them. This morning, Rinpoche also mentioned a very beautiful the Rinpoche quote, very beautiful one from Milarepa's 100,000 songs. Yeah. So some of you have some good wealth. So don't utilize this wealth for cultivating mundane things. If you spend so much for the sake of mundane, then our attachment is unlimited. And then we are always dissatisfied. So that's why if you utilize these for practicing 6 paramitas, generosity, moral discipline, forbearance, diligence, concentration, wisdom, and so forth. And so that's where then your wealth also cultivate a great merit. For example, right now we make offering these flowers. Why? Because Shakyamuni Buddha, he cultivated the accumulation of merit for 3 countless eons. At that time, he offered the flowers, all the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas. So that's why this is his kind of eon, Shakyamuni Buddha's eon. So that's where we make offering the flowers to Shakyamuni Buddha. So that is also karma, karma, what he did, and then he also received this karmic result. Then the real the mundane life or this worldly life is self-ego, I. We don't utilize the adjective important. I am important. Nobody say verbally, but we kind of silently we are say same that I'm very important. So always think I, and then mind becomes actually the mind becomes so much busy, and then it seems we are punishing ourselves. If we keep very strong ego in our heart, then we have no chance to experience happiness. So that's why especially we are practitioners. If you are non-Buddhist, still if you utilize your wisdom, self-ego benefit in your life or not, definitely it doesn't benefit so much. For that reasons, we try to reduce self-ego and then other afflictive emotions. Then wherever you are in the temple, or you are in your home, or you are in the Safeway or Walgreens or Walmart, or wherever you are in the restaurant, or you can stay there, but internally try to reduce self-ego. That's important.
So then question number 15 is, what is the distinction between darkness and illumination for the non-dual mind?
Actually, yes, that's very important. Many practitioners, they non-thought and the ignorance, they cannot make separate these two things. that's where what happened is in the Nyung Ne text also has, and in this Chenrezig, Thousand Arms Chenrezig also there is these words. There is a Parinirvana. Parinirvana, that means usually we practice 4 immeasurables. When we practice 4 immeasurables, and we practice, for example, shamatha, we meditate shamatha. So then sometimes actually our mind is full of the ignorance, and we think, oh, I don't have a thought. And then we think, oh, now I gain profound realization. So then you just stay there. And then you will rebirth were Brahman's Ram. There are four levels. The Brahmin Ram is actually there are 4 dhyanas. Among the 4 dhyana, the first dhyana has 4 rams of these Brahmin Rams. But if I talk too much, it may confused to you. But it seems you should have this caution, because we practice the Nyung Ne, we are practicing this Thousand Arms of Chenrezig, they both mentioned. In fact, non-dual means inside of non-dual, there is clarity. Inside of non-dual, there is clarity. Ignorance means just fogginess, completely or deep sleep. So ignorance means don't know anything. Non-dual means we not perceive different appearances, but still there is clarity. Inside of this clarity, then there is the profound simplicity. Inside of this profound simplicity, there is a profound bliss. So that's why there are hugely different. Okay?
Then question number 16 is, what is the difference between Mother and Father Tantra?
Mother and Father Tantra is the different is actually these in the Father Tantra it's the main thing is method or skillful means. Mother Tantra, the principal thing is wisdom. That's what we actually explained in the sutras. For example, the Guhe Samaja is with Father Tantra. The Marpa and other these translators translated from India, for example, through Nagarjuna and so forth. And then in this Nyingma tradition, right now we are practicing Red Chenrezig, right? They are Father Tantra, included Father Tantra, because this meaning is in the Lotus King, the Sutara, and Lotus Profound Sutara. So Lotus King Sutara is Father Tantra. Lotus Profound Tantra is Mother Tantra. So that's where in this Red Chenrezig, this mantra calendar are also can be clockwise, because it's included Father Tantra. Okay.
So question number 17 is, what is the best way to develop genuine bodhicitta and love and compassion for all beings? Any particular contemplation or skillful means?
The first, loving kindness is very important. We are going to love our loving kindness. So if I ask you, do you love your friends? Yes. Do you love your husband or wife? Yes. Everybody, yes. I almost can say that. I can deduct. I can use my logic. But if I ask you, do you love your loving kindness? If you be honest, I think that's really important. We really need to merit with our loving kindness. Without loving kindness, suddenly say bodhicitta, compassion is so difficult. So how to cultivate this is, number one, we are going to actually experientially understand the benefit of loving kindness. The six perfect paramitas, all the Dharma, all of Buddha's teachings are Vajrayana or Mahayana, or all the teachings are included six paramitas. But the consecration of six paramitas are the loving kindness. Really. So loving kindness is how to cultivate. How to cultivate loving kindness is, for example, first, suddenly we try to cultivate loving kindness through somebody who always use us some kind of a harsh word, or who destroy our life or our things. If we try to cultivate loving kindness towards that people or person, it's so difficult. But how to do is, for example, I love my family, yeah? I love my family, so, and then just close the door, the windows, or just stay under the tree, and then just generate my loving kindness towards my family. And then after a little while, then exactly I move my loving kindness, my family's neighbors, and then my village. And then slowly somebody who don't like my family or I personally, and then focus there. And then do this again and again. That's very important. And then if we have loving kindness in our heart, then practice tolerance is also not so difficult. Before we practice patience or forbearance, that person, we just generate loving kindness, that person, and then try to practice this the tolerance or forbearance. Then it makes very easy, and then we start to love loving kindness. So loving kindness is very important. And that's everybody knows. So how to cultivate it? For example, if you love a dog, or your favorite pet is dog or cat or child, or doesn't matter. First, you focus there and generate your loving kindness. And then compassion. How? Because, for example, I love my family, yeah? So if somebody come here and then they say, oh, your family is doing well and I'm happy. If they say, oh, your family has some obstacles, what is my wish? I wish they're free from that obstacles. That is my compassion. So that we need to provide everywhere. So that's why in this the yellow book we have the bodhicitta prayer. Actually, there is the very important things. I think increasing bodhicitta is very important. First, one person or a few people, for example, students, and then one state, and then country, and then whole universe. So then it becomes also bodhicitta. Bodhicitta for immeasurable bodhicitta. And then slowly we can think, oh, may all mother thinking beings have happiness and a cause of happiness. Cause of happiness of bodhicitta. So when we have bodhicitta, then we can experience, oh, there's a great happiness. So I have like this, may all beings have like this. Okay.
So then, question number 18 is, recently I have been finding it difficult to meditate on my own. I struggle to calm my emotions and thoughts. Can you recommend a method or approach to help stabilize the mind during solitary practice?
There is the home is the actually best. There's a home. Sometimes you can utilize syllable Hong, the object of your meditation, area of your navel, and then you focus there again and again, again and again, and sometimes you say loudly Hong, and then relax for a little while. That's one method. Another method is you focus your breath. That's Buddha. Actually, Buddha said this in his Suttara. Please don't ignore this part. Buddha mentioned in his Suttara, he taught this method to his Sangha, his students, Sharuputara and Moggallana Putara, Ananda, and so forth. So they all practiced. And first their mind flies. Their mind are busy as crazy monkeys. And then slowly their mind becomes like a mountains. And then slowly their mind becomes an ocean without waves. And then slowly their mind becomes like a boundless space without clouds or something like that. So sometimes also you can utilize mantra, the mantra recitation. You say Om Ahong or Om Mani Padme Hum, or and you have a self Yidam deity, then you recite this mantra not verbally. Mental recitation means you recite from mind, and it spontaneously helps you to relax your mind. And then sometimes means then supplicate Guru is very important, and then you supplicate your Yidams. Guru is source of blessing. Blessing in the Tibetan blessing has two syllables. Jin la. Jin means these gurus kind of actually we say Lord or glorious or gorgeous. Lap means then through their the gorgeous power or this profound this phenomena, and then they return, help us to turn our mind from wrong way to the right path, wrong path to the right path. So that's a supplicate to Guru, and then often try, oh, I'm going to meditate, so then I'm going to prepare for my meditation. That is too much. Don't prepare. When you go to the restaurant, and then you ordered some food. If you have some friend, of course you need to talk, right? Otherwise your friend upset. Otherwise, if you are alone and then you are waiting food, right? You already ordered. I need this food, and then you little bit focus your breath, and then your food becomes more delicious. And when you eat food, at the same time, little focus the taste. And suddenly don't utilize adjectives. Oh, it's very yummy, delicious. I hope future I get more and more. Then you destroy by your, how to say, shamatha. Shamatha means shanti, peaceful mind. So just a little bit try to focus more on there. And there are more methods, but these, what I mentioned, if these things are new for you, then you apply this. Okay.
So then question number 19 is, sometimes I feel fear, resistance, or vulnerability when practicing with deities depicted in union, whether peaceful or wrathful. How should I work with this reaction? Is there anything I can do to develop more open and prayer relationship with these forms?
So this, of course, you person who asked this question, you are a practitioner. So I suggest through this way, okay? If you have fear, and then I believe Garchen Rinpoche is your root guru, so then on this fear, you visualize only Garchen Rinpoche's face, and maybe you have a picture. He radiates his how to say smile, and then kind of this, and he almost speak with you very gently, something like that. On the fear, you visualize very small one. Don't visualize big or something like that. Very small, because it helps you to focus very kind of clearly, and then so then you focus on there, and then slowly this fear will reduce or disappear. And then if you are fear yidam deities, whether yidam deity is peaceful or wrathful, these problems come from that you don't know yidam deity's consecration. Yidam, some of you bought a statue, right? And then you asked lamas, please consecrate this. And the lamas place many mantras. For what? Because that is empty. That's where they put lots of mantras. No, that means actually outwardly single yidam, but inwardly all the yidams included there. So that's why all the yidams included there. That means the essence of yidam, in fact, from yidam's crown to the feet, is filled to the brim bed love. Their expression is, some yidam's expression is wrathful, but they love you. That you should know. Some yidams are very peaceful. Of course, they love you. In fact, yidams love you more than you love yidams. So in the future, don't feel I'm lonely, I have no friend. Because all the yidams are your friends. Okay?
So question number 20 is, should I choose my own yidam or ask my guru to guide me? Once I have chosen a yidam, is it best to focus on that one practice or also practice other yidams?
This question many Dharma friends asked me, and I also suggest in different ways. My experience through my Dharma friends' situations, I think it's better to choose by yourself. How to choose is it's very good. Right now you participate Chenrezig, Vajikalaya, Nyung Ne, and then this Yamitaka and so forth. It's good. You participate more, and then why yidam probably tells you I'm your yidam. How? Maybe you have some good dream. Maybe you have some good feeling. Maybe you have some good results. And sometimes very strange experience. It does not mean you are going to close the door of this yidam. Sometimes first you practice yidam and your feelings or your experiences are very terrible, very strange. But that means, for example, if you have a serious disease and then you go to surgery that, yeah, and then the doctors keep some knife or something, razor or whatever. That means they don't try to kill you. They try to protect you, but they try to take away your disease. That's where sometimes you have very kind of a strange feeling, but that means also that yidam is yours. Okay.
So then question number 21 is, what is the relationship between Chenrezig and Mahakala? What do dakinis do? What is their role in Dharma stories?
Actually, the Chenrezig and Mahakala are like a one person. Sometimes their expression is like a smile, sometimes a little bit wrathful. In fact, Chenrezig Mahakala is a manifestation of Chenrezig. And then Dakini Dakini has actually the numbers is countless Dakinis, but it's divided three. One is the co-emergent Dakini, that means like a Parjana Parimita. And then another Dakini is Dakinis are like Dharma protectors, like Achi and so forth. And then according to the Yidam, like Vajra Yogini and so forth. And then another Dakini is who really comes in this realm as a human being, and then support Dharma practitioners, Dharma teachers, and in fact, you are Dakini or not, it's related to your compassion, your loving kindness and compassion, bodhicitta. So that's why the story, but literally in Dakini and real Dakini we are going to understand. Literally in Dakini means the some Dakini are very kind of wrathful Dakinis, and they are always related like humans, flesh, and so forth. But the main thing is divide every Dakinis are included three aspects. And then yeah, actually you know better than me about this. Sometimes you ask, share each other's. It's really great. Okay.
Now the 22nd question, the last question. How do I cut the tight ropes of attachment with myself? Even though I have contemplated the sufferings of impermanence and death, I still have a hard time letting go of the pleasures of this life.
These actually attachments. What is the essence of attachment? It is discriminating wisdom. Discriminating wisdom, discriminate, right? Discriminate means making a little bit of difference. What is that? Actually, for example, if you have water in the glass, this very much muddy, so that is the example of attachment. Attachment and love is loving kindness are different. How do we know? Is loving kindness means if I generate loving kindness towards you, what is my wish? You have good health, happy life, good practice, and a good job, and something like that. And that's all. Attachment means I love you, but you need love. I need your love. So that is the problem. And then the result is if I attach to someone, for example, and then this after this generate my attachment, my mind is not relaxed. It's a little bit sorrow, suffering, hurt. Love means more peaceful, shanti, relax. And then discriminating wisdom, that I gave you example, the muddy water, in this the water is muddy. If you try to eliminate attachment, or you use this pleasure of the, then how many times you try to make clean this water and you shake already the muddy water, you shake this for making clean, there's no way to drink. So what should you do is just leave alone. Even don't hold here, leave it alone on the table or somewhere. And then slowly this mud goes down and clean waters come up. So clean water part is example of wisdom. The mud or dirt which goes down, that are attachment. So for that reasons, actually you know that, oh, I have this problem of attachment or these emotions. Even you know that is a great result, but in the future when you have attachment, you have means the attachment arises from your mind, and then suddenly don't do too much things and relax. Maybe you can focus essence of attachment. If you are not on that level, just focus your breath. It helps. Buddha said it helps a lot. You focus your breath, and then attachment, it is spontaneously it's reduced. Number one, its quality is impermanent, so it will change. And the second is then your your focusing attention doesn't support to your attachment. So you focus on your breath and more breathe in, out, and then sometimes it depends if you are too much attached to money, wealth, and so forth, and think impermanence. Buddha Shakyamuni Buddha, he left his kingdom. His father said, "Oh, this chair is for you, because you will become king." And then Buddha said, "Oh, I'm going to go to forest." Then at that time, people think Siddhartha become crazy. His king was very smart. But after then, we know, yeah, who is crazy, who was smart. So that's where then the impermanence is very helpful. Impermanent, whatever you have things or what all of these phenomena are impermanent. Impermanent means opposite of permanent. So sometimes morning you like that, but afternoon you don't like. Or morning you have that, afternoon somebody take it away. So it's not always certain. That is thinking that more. Okay? That's all right. Thank you so much. It's wonderful questions, and I deeply rejoice all of you. If sorry, I'm surely made many mistakes, so I'm sorry all for you.
Page 17.
Tokar dabe jenkor je devashe Tama yejo sarvale wujju De chinje nene yeshe pa jendang Nime de dem tombe ngang le zhem le bum Yishi je bra ye kang go zhub dawa 用手做把一些节让堂来这把家去蹦头玩劲儿，难个这把没人了。大年头节前不见着我这个，得到他们才把这了头说是，大概是了无处。 Dewa Jin Buddha Nishi Ba Jin Zhang Na Tam Tsek Ba Re Ba Re Re La Den Na Se Tam Che Ye Ge Den Nga Zha Pong Wa Cang Xie Ba Da De Re Re Wu Re Re Da Wa Ju.
I visualize myself as the great compassionate one according to the generation stage. At my heart is a moon disk with the syllable Shri at its center. It is surrounded by the 6 syllables. Light radiates from the 6 syllables and invites the wisdom beings from the pure land of Sukhavati, which merge non-dually with me. From within the state of emptiness, a syllable broom transforms into the vase, a boundless wisdom palace, completely perfected with gates, lattices, and archways, spacious and lofty. It is the natural manifestation of primordial wisdom. The pills inside are inconceivable. Each of them is a great compassionate one resembling myself. Light radiates from the seed syllable Shri at the heart of each Samaya being and the Shri at my own heart, inviting the wisdom beings from Sukhavati and Potala. They dissolve into each of the Samaya being pills. All appearance and existence resound with the sound of the 7-syllable mantra, humming like bees in a beehive. Om. I invite the assembly of wisdom deities. I make outer, inner, and secret offerings. I praise your body, speech, mind, qualities, and activities. I confess all unmindfulness, transgressions, confusions, and impaired and broken vows. Please think of me with compassionate love and grant accomplishments. Page 20. 3. Like a jewel that grants all wishes, are you, compassionate projection from the unborn, unelaborated Dharma sphere. Loving guardian, merciful deity, please consider this. We, great ignorant wrongdoers with ill karma, have perpetually wandered the 3 realms samsaric states with no chance for release from the 6 classes samsaric abodes. As we have endured exhaustion like this for a limitless time, loving guardian, will you not look on us with eyes of compassion? Extending here your benevolent hand, guardian, please guide on the path of release. Ever occupied with the miseries of our actions ripening, what use will the Exalted One's compassion be to us? If indeed you have the compassionate lasso of those skilled in means, please draw us out at once. Like a longing mother who loves her child, powerful deity of compassion, do not forget your heart pledge. Having exhausted the limits of misdeeds and emptied samsara from its depths, guardian, please draw us into your very presence. Thus, through the merit of development and completion's meditation and recitation, may I and all wayfarers connected with me be miraculously born in the delightful, the moment these unclean bodies have been cast off. Traversing the 10 grounds as soon as we are born, may our emanations engage others' aims throughout the 10 directions. Page 24.
Lama Ranzan Zawa Sumje Tokjuko Tamche Tinta Bada Suna Sanlawa Mudrup Dorshan Talandruparju.
From the life force, the whom at the heart of myself manifests as the deity, light radiates, imploring the gurus, knowledge holders, and 3 roots mind streams. When every one of them has come like gathered clouds, blessing, empowerment, and cities are bestowed and activities are accomplished. home free. From the very state that is completely pure and free of elaboration, appear the principle and retinue, self-dynamism of unhalting compassion. Send down upon this place the resplendence of your body, speech, and mind, and grant the 5 wisdoms supreme empowerment. Long life prayers in the yellow prayer book on page 20. For this realm encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness without exception. Tenzin Gyatso, Lord Chenrezig, may your life remain steadfast until the end of samsara. Embodiment of the 3 jewels, great being who upholds and increases the teachings of the Shakya lion, you perfectly guide others with your excellent deeds. May you, the precious Guru who accomplishes everything spontaneously, live long. Holder of the teachings of Lord Drigungpa, great sovereign of the 3 jewels, through the power of your peerless compassion and the holy Dharma's peaceful light, you bring relief to beings. May your life be long. Known in the noble land as Ayadeva, you emanated into the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Chudingpa, the heart son of Jigten Gompo. May the life of glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 eons. 26. May the teaching of the great Drikungpa Ratnashri, Master of Interdependence, Omniscient Lord of Dharma, who has seen all knowable things, be upheld through teachings and practice, through hearing, reflecting, and meditating until the end of existence. Your 1,000 arms are the 1,000 wheel-turning kings. Your 1,000 eyes are the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate eon. Your love is boundless like space. I supplicate the Bodhisattva Chenrezig. Thank you everyone who joined us online. We'll return with our morning session tomorrow at 9 a.m. Arizona time.